Okay, introducing pig. First point is introducing pig. Let us discuss what is pig. Apache Pig is a platform for data analysis. Second, it is alternative to MapReduce programming. Pig was developed as a research project at Yahoo. This is the introduction of Pig. Small things. Apache Pig is a platform for data analysis. One thing, it is an alternative to map reducing, and this project was developed by Yahoo around in 2006. Now let us see the key features. Key features. It provides an engine for executing data flow. How your data should flow. It provides an engine for executing data flows. How your data should flow. That is provided by this Pig. Pig processes data in parallel on the Hadoop cluster. So this Pig processes data in parallel on the Hadoop cluster. It uses Hadoop cluster and it processes data in parallel. And next feature is it provides a language called as a Pig Latin to express data flow. Here, Pig processes data in parallel on the Hadoop cluster. And second thing is the Pig Latin. Pig Latin is the language to express the data. This Pig provides a language called Pig Latin to express the data flow. This is the second feature. Let us see next. Pig Latin contains operators for many of the traditional data operations such as join, filter, sort, etc. This Pig Latin contains operators for many of the traditional data operations such as join, filters, and sort. It allows users to develop their own functions for reading, processing, and writing data. This Pig allows users to develop their own functions, user-defined function for reading, processing, and writing data. This is the next feature. Now, let us discuss about history of Pig in a brief. Pig was developed as a research project at Yahoo around 2006 for researchers to have an ad hoc way of creating and executing MapReduce job on very large data set. Yes, it was developed around in 2006 and for researchers to have an ad hoc way of creating and executing MapReduce job on very large data set. Now let us see the anatomy of pig. Now we will see the parts of pig. There are a few parts. First part is the data flow language, that is a pig Latin. The anatomy of pig consists of many things. First is the data flow language, that is pig Latin. Second is the interactive shell where you can type pig Latin statements, that is a grunt. Interactive shell where you can type pig Latin statements, grunt. And third one is pig interpreter. Third one is the pig interpreter and execution engine. Next one is the pig interpreter and execution engine. So this data flow engine, first one is the data flow language, that is pig Latin. Second is the interactive shell where you can type pig Latin statements. And last one is pig interpreter and execution engine. These are the three things. So this pig Latin script, pig interpreter or execution engine, and MapReduce job. This is the three parts of this pig anatomy. When a question is asked, explain pig anatomy, then you have to draw this diagram. This pig script consists of it a load student, a filter a by GPA 4.0, and for a usual for each, a generate upper name and store into the my report. If in this example is important when you answer pig anatomy. Now next one is pig on Hadoop. See uh, how pig is related to Hadoop, how pig deals with the Hadoop. Pig runs on Hadoop. You see this? Pig runs on the Hadoop. Pig uses both Hadoop distributed file system and MapReduce programming. This Pig uses Hadoop distributed file system and MapReduce programming. This Pig runs on Hadoop. It uses HDFS, Hadoop distributed file system, and MapReduce programming. By default, pig reads input from HDFS. By default, pig reads input file from HDFS, whichever the file from the Hadoop distributed file system. It will take a file as input. Pig stores the intermediate data, that is data processed by the MapReduce job, and the output in the HDFS. Pig stores, it takes input from the HDFS, that is Hadoop distributed file system, and it stores the intermediate data and output in the HDFS. It means it takes data from it as input from the HDFS and put intermediate data or output to the HDFS. We can also read input from and place output to other sources. We can also read input from and place output to other sources also. See this, which things Pig supports. There is a list of Pig supporting things. The things to be supported by the Pig. First one is the HDFS commands. Pig supports HDFS commands, Unix shell commands, relational operators, positional parameters, common mathematical functions, custom functions, and complex data structure. See, this Pig supports HDFS commands, Unix shell commands, relational operators, positional parameters, common mathematical functions, custom functions, and common these complex data structures. Now let us see the philosophy of Pig. This is the real-time Pig quality. Pig features are taken. Pig eats anything. First thing is pig eats anything, and it means this is the analogy, basic thing. Pig eats anything. Pig eats anything, and that same concept is used. Pig can process different kinds of data such as unstructured and unstructured data. So these are the parallel things. Pigs eat anything, and here our pig database can process different kinds of data such as structured and unstructured data. It means everything is processed by or taken into account by this pig. It is similar to the pig eats anything. Next is pig lives everywhere, and we know pig lives everywhere. In the same way, pig not only process files in HDFS, it also process files in the other sources such as file in the local file system. Pig lives anywhere. First thing was pig eats anything. Second is pig lives anywhere. Pig not only process files in HDFS, it means it processes data or process files in the HDFS, Hadoop distributed file system. Also, it processes a file in the other sources such as file in the local file system. It processes a file on the local file system and HDFS also. It means anywhere. It can work on HDFS as well as local file system. Next is pigs are domestic animals. Next one is the pigs are domestic animal. Pig allows use to develop user-defined functions, and the same can be included in the script for complex operation. Pigs are domestic animals. Pigs are domestic animal. Same analogy is used. Pig allows use to develop user-defined function, and same can be included in the script for complex programs, complex operations. It is as pigs are domestic animal. A user can develop user-defined function, and the same can be included in the script for the complex operation. It is somewhat similar. Domestic animal and this, user can write or develop his user-defined function. And pigs fly. It's imaginary thing. Pigs never fly, but it's imaginary thing. Pigs fly. Pig processes data very quickly. Here, pig processes data very quickly. Here, philosophy: pigs are domestic animal. Pigs live anywhere. Pigs eat anything. Pigs eat anything. Pigs live anywhere. Pigs are domestic animal, and pigs fly. If you are asked to write the philosophy, in that case, you need to draw this diagram. Now, ETL processing. Next point is ETL processing. Pig is widely used for ETL. See this? Pig is widely used for ETL, that is extract, transform, and load. E stands for extract, T for transform, and L for load. Pig can extract data from different sources such as ERP, accounting, flat files, etc. Pig can extract data. Pig can extract data from different sources such as ERP, accounting, flat files. Next, then Pig then makes use of various operations to perform transformation on data and subsequently load it into the data warehouse. See this? Pig then makes use of various operators to perform transformation on the data and subsequently load it into the data warehousing. Let us see with this example with this figure. See, this ERP, accounting, flat file. These are the sources. Is sources as input and data, then data is validated, data validation, then fixing errors, removal of duplicates, encode values, and that data is stored on the data warehousing. These are the inputs. This Pig takes input from this ERP, accounting, flat files, then data validation, then as data is taken, then that data is validated. This first step is data validation. Second is the fixing errors. Third one is the removal of duplicates, and then encode values. And at the end, the data is stored on the warehouse. Now, Pig Latin overview. Now, let us see how Pig Latin works. What is the overview of the Pig Latin? First one is the Pig Latin statements. Pig Latin statements are basic construct to process data using Pig. Pig Latin statements are basic constructs to process data using Pig. Second, Pig Latin statement is an operator. Pig Latin statement is an operator. The Pig Latin statements are basic constructs to process data using Pig. Pig Latin statement is an operator. An operator in Pig Latin takes a relation as input and yields another relation as output. That is, Pig Latin takes input as a relation and produce relation as output. It means relation is input, one relation is input, and other relation is the output. Next is Pig Latin statements include schemas and expression to process data. Pig Latin statements include schemas and expression to process data. These schemas and expression to process data. For processing data, Pig Latin statements include schemas and expressions. Next, Pig Latin statement should end with semicolon. Pig Latin statement should end with semicolon. Pig Latin statement should end with the semicolon. This is most important. Now, next, Pig Latin statements are generally ordered as. See this? What is the order followed? Pig Latin statement. First says load. Yes, load statements that reads data from the file system. Load. First thing is load statement that reads data from the file system. This load is loading data that is taken as input from the file system. Second step, series of statements to perform transformation. Then a few commands are used or statements are used to process data. Yes, for the series of statements to perform the transformations. And last one is dump or store to display or store a result. Last step is dump or store to display or store a result. Now this take one example. The following is a simple Pig Latin script to load, filter, and store student data. See A. See here, A is not a variable; it's a relation. A equal to load student, roll number, name, and GPA. It means here student, roll number, name, and GPA will be loaded. Then filter. Now we want to filter here. Filter A by GPA is greater than 4.0. It means it will filter with this criteria. And then A is equal to for each generate upper with name. It means for each a generate upper name. This upper is used to convert it to the uppercase. Yes, for each a, it means for each student it will provide name in uppercase and store a into my report. Yes, now this contents of a will be stored in my report. Now next is a pig Latin. So this pig Latin keywords. Pig Latin keywords. Keywords are reserved. It cannot be used to name things. Pig Latin keywords. Keywords are reserved and it cannot be used name things. Next is a Pig Latin identifiers. Identifiers are names assigned to fields or other data structures. Identifiers are names assigned to fields or other data structure. And next is it should begin with a letter, should be followed by letters, numbers, and underscore. Is identifier. Do you remember in C language? In the same way, it should begin with the letter and should be followed by only by letters, numbers, and underscore. It is somewhat similar to C. Valid and invalid identifiers. See this valid identifier Y A1 underscore 2014 sample. Invalid 5 sales underscore sales. These are the invalid identifiers. Okay. Now pig Latin comment. How to write comment in pig? In pig Latin, two types of comments are used supported. Single line comment that begins with dash 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 dash. Single line comment. If you want to make one line comment, then we can use dash dash. It means it will convert that line as a comment. It will not be part of that script or program. And for multiple line comments that begin with slash star and ends with star slash. It is somewhat similar to the C language. This commenting. And next is pig Latin case sensitivity. Whether these statements keywords are case sensitive or not. Keywords are not case sensitive, such as load, store, group for each dump. Keywords are not case sensitive. You can use capital letters, you can use small letters. These are not case sensitive. But keywords are not case sensitive, but relations and paths are case sensitive. Keywords are not case sensitive. You can use small letters, you can use capital letters, but relations and paths are case sensitive. Next, function names are case sensitive, such as pick storage, count. See here, first thing is keywords are not case sensitive, relations and paths are case sensitive, and function names are also case sensitive. Only these keywords are not case sensitive. Relations and paths and functions are case sensitive. Operators in pig Latin. This we have arithmetic operator, plus, minus, this start for multiplication, division of this modulus, equal to, not equal to. These are the this operator. Null is not null, is null, is not null, and or not. These are the various operators in pig. Now let us take word count example. See this word count example using pig. See this word count example using pig script. See these lines equal to load. Say this path slash user slash shadow hdfs file.txt as a line. It means this hdfc file is an input file. Words is equal to for each line finds generate, and flatten tokens line as words, and then group words by words. Then group count is for each group generate group and count words, and at the end dump word count. With this script, we can find the word counts in a given example. See this pig script first split each line into words using tokenized operator. See this tokenize. See this tokenize. This pig script first split the each line into words using the tokenized operator. Then the tokenized function creates a bag of words. This tokenized function creates a bag of functions. Then using flatten function, the bag is converted into tuples. So this then flatten. So this then flatten function. We can use this flatten function. The bag is converted into a tuple. And in the third statement, the words are grouped together so that the count can be completed, which is done in fourth statement. Here in last case, say this word count. In third statement, words are grouped together so that count can be computed, which is done in the fourth statement. See this same example. We'll discuss again same example. Word count example using pig. Example number 2. We have input file. The file name is Mary. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Okay, this is the input file. This is the input file. So this load input from the file named as Mary and call the single field in the record line. See this dash dash is the comment. This means first line comment, second line comment. These are the two comments. And this input equal to load Mary as a line. See this input. We are loading this Mary. We are taking input from this Mary file. Our file name is Mary. Mary has a little lamb, and these are the contents of that file. And we'll find or we'll count the words. And we'll use the statement input load Mary as a line. See this, it will take input from this Mary file. Okay, with this statement. Next is our tokenize the split. Tokenize split the line into the field for each word. Flatten will take the collection of the record written by tokenize and produce a separate record for each one and calling the single field in the record word. See this word is equal to for each input. Input is our the text, that is this text. This is our input. Words is equal to for each input generate flatten tokenize as a word. It means this tokenize will convert the lines into words, and it flatten will convert into a bag, into a collection. It will connect. It will create a collection. Flatten will take the collection of the record written by the tokenize. This tokenize. See this. See one line, first line, second line, third line, fourth line. We have this fourth line. This tokenize will convert this line into words. One word Mary, second had a little lamb. It will convert these into words. Into words. This line is converted to words. And this flatten will convert into the collection of records. And now group them together by each word. Now our task is to group GRPD, group words by words. Then with this statement we can group them. And the next step is count them. CNTD for each GPRD generate group, and this count will count the words. The total words are counted with this count. For each GRPD generate group and count this word and print out the result. And with this statement dump CNTD, with this dump CNTD, it will print the output. It means Mary had a little lamb. It means One, two, three, four, five words. That means five words are convert. A line is four lines, and each line has some words. One, two, three, four, five lines. It means line is converted to words first. Then second line is converted to words, and these are collected together. And at the end, this group of words is counted with this count, and at the end, this dump cntd will print the output. Now let us see output. Mary 2, had 1, A1, little 1, lamb 2, it's 1, fleece 1. These are the counting of words. It means Mary twice, had once, little once, like this. This is the output. Okay, this is the output. Word count example using pick 3. The same example we are using is a different way. Same example is, what is our objective? To count the occurrence of similar words in a file. And our input is, welcome to Hadoop session, introduction to Hadoop, introducing Hadoop session, and peak session. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lines. There are 5 lines. So what is first task? Convert each line into words, collect them, group together, and count each word. These are the steps. Now see this line, load, and this file name is line.txt, and it will take as the input words. For each line, generate flatten tokenized word. This tokenized will break this line into words, and flatten will collect it, and collect it, create a bag, and group together by word, and then it will form a group of words. And last one, word count. For each group, generate group and count words, and that it will count the words in each group, and dump count. It will produce the result. And output will be like this: 2 twice, peak once, Hadoop 2, Hadoop 2, session 3, welcome 1, introduction 1, introduction 1. Yes, this is the output. In this way, word example, word count example ends. Okay, and there is a possibility that this statement may be asked for the examination. Okay, thank you. This is the end of this small chapter, introduction to PIC.